Hey guys, I hope you have had a great summer. So, I just wanted to remind you on how to create your new course for the year and also just for us all to be consistent for the kids as they're going throughout the years. So, on your homepage, you probably have still the course from last year. So, as you can see here, I still have BioLit from last year, and then I created the new BioLit. So, um, I created a practice course just so we could use that as an example for what you need to do. So, if this was my course from last year, the practice course, and actually, I'm going to rename this so that we can see the difference. So, practice course, I'll say 2018. Oops, sorry about that. 18 through 2019. Okay, so your course from last year you can use and copy it so that it has all the same content that you have so you don't have to move all of that stuff over. So what you want to do is go up here to manage courses and you want to create a course. And what you're going to do is you're going to copy from your domain because it's a class that already exists. And so then in here, you're going to type the name of the course. So whatever class you're teaching, and mine is practice course 2018, 2019. And you want this to be static because this is going to be the master. And so you don't want it doesn't need any updates or anything like that. So make sure that this one is the master. Now you want to change the name here to be 2019, 2020. And I like to put usually in parentheses here, master as well, just to help remind ourselves. Then you're going to be a teacher owner. You can leave school year blank for now. And then you want to make it a continuous course, meaning that it's all year. And then you're going to change the dates. I changed the date to like the summer of next year. So like July 31st. And then the start date, I was going to make it August 5th since that's the first teacher day. Okay, so then you're going to create your course. And it'll probably take longer for ones that have content in them. As you can see here, it shows up here, practice course 2019-2020 master. So then you want to go into the editor here and go to tools and course settings, and the term is master in this one. And then you will save. Then go back to your home page, and now you're going to create derivatives. And so the derivatives are if you have multiple periods of classes. So say you teach ICP second, third, and fourth periods, then you'd need separate. You can make separate ones for each period. So then everything that you put in the master will trickle down to those derivatives. Even though we only have one section of BioLit, I still create the derivative just so that we can have the master be something that never changes, and we can kind of stockpile things there, even if we aren't going to be changing things in that specific class for the kids to see. So what you need to do for this is you're going to go back up to create course, and you're going to copy from your domain again, and then we're going to do the practice course 2019-2020 master, because that's what we just made. And this one we want to have updates because it's going to be an update of anything we put in the master. This, you're going to take master off the name because it's not the master, and leave the school year blank again. You're the teacher owner again. You're continuous. And then change the dates again. July, and this one to August 5th. Okay, and then we're going to create this. And if you did it correctly, it should show up connected to the one above it. So if you had a specific period, then you could have titled that. You could have titled this one period 1, period 2, whatever period you have. And that's just nice because it makes it consistent. And then when the kids go into the class, they can see the specific period that they're in. And it's also helpful if you have kids that get off track, like this class period is ahead of this one just because project-based learning, and sometimes that happens. Then you can write separate agendas for each class if you need to. You can do your agendas now in the master course, and so then you can those save then from year to year, so you can go back and look at your agendas of kind of like where you were at with things and then copy and paste them and edit them, which is a handy thing. And remember, if you put it in the master course, it'll also show up in the derivative courses. And then one thing we do need to make sure that we are being consistent on is in the derivative courses. We want to make sure that in the course settings, we use it as an all-year course. So you won't have to make a new course in the spring. They have grading periods now so that you can have the same course all year and just weight it differently for each semester. So I'll show you how to do that too. So you want to use agendas, make sure that is checked. Obviously, you want to change the passing to 60%. And then you do want to use grading periods. So then you would want semester 1 to be 100% and semester 2 to be 0 for this semester. Then obviously in the spring, you would just flip-flop that. And the thing that you can do is when you create activities, you can label them as semester 1 and semester 2. So then they'll only be assigned to that specific thing. And then you can have student tasks where you can assign specific students certain things if you want to. And also, you can make sure that you are putting the multi-outcome scoring in. I think we decided standard, if it's a combined class, then it was 30% for knowledge and thinking each, then 10% for everything else. So you just kind of have to determine for your course what that's going to be. And then the last thing is that you need to add students to your course. So you only add those to the derivative. And here you can do it two ways. You can either add students individually or you can invite students. And if you invite them, you can generate a code and then you just tell them to log in as a student, enroll in course, and then they would enter the code that pops up here, and then that would allow them to join your class. So either way that you want to do that. So I told you I would show you how to assign using grading periods. We have just found that helps a lot. So I can show you from last year in Biolit. So if we would go to our editor here and say we went to the end and we looked at the Odyssey project and they had a comparative anatomy data sheet. This was an assignment. So in the settings for the assignment, we have the due date, and here it's semester 2, and it's said to include in semester 2. So that's how you use the grading periods. You assign it to the specific semester so that their grade is calculated properly. So then when you go to the grade book, which obviously you have to be in the derivative to do that. When you go to the grade book and you look at the students, you can see their grades for semester 1, which are gone now, but you can also then see the grades for semester 2. So I hope that helps, and let me know if you have any questions or need help with any of that.